Welcome back to another banger video. This ought to be day 10, double digits. Ooh, come on now, baby, let's go. All right. Today, bit of a bad day, bit of a loss happening today. That's what we're looking at. Negative 176 on the day, negative 10 ticks. Just trading one contract on each trades. That's pretty straightforward today. I did how many trades? I did 12 trades today. And I had a lot of unprofitable ones in the morning because, man, I had to wake up at like 7, and then I had nothing going on. I took a nap after I did these because I was so tired. But let's just get into our review today. Here's the 5 minutes. So we kind of had this morning smush and then trend to a new fair value up here. I wasn't quite looking on the 5 minute really. I was really just anticipating ranges and trying to trade fades. Except at a few key points where I was trying to trade a continuation, which I'll get into. What's that doing there? Why did I fix this? Let's just get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Much easier. Clear that up. Let's look at these first trades I took. Let's zoom out on this. So yeah, we came into the market here. This was a bad moment in the morning. I was really tired and I took 3 back-to-back shorts at the bottom of a range. I was expecting a breakout because we had just closed below this, but it did not happen, unfortunately, and instead we started ranging. So I didn't really have anything, but I mean, I eventually figured out that it was ranging at this point where I made a long and then hit that target and then went off to bed. But before that, I was taking shorts here, could not do anything. I tried longing here. Again, I wasn't really getting in on it. But then, as you again can see, I want to focus in on the wins that I did take. Look at this. It was in my last candle here, furthest candle down. I took it maybe like a few pips from the top. And that's kind of close to what the top of this is, which is about top ticking and bottom ticking. See, this is close to a bottom tick. If I had gotten here, that would have been a real bottom tick. I think I got one later on. Let me see. I made a prime. I got top tick stopped out here. If I had been one more, this would have been a beautiful short. But that's just unfortunately how it goes. I had a few trades like that today, but like here, for instance, I just targeted barely there because I was targeting right on the volume level. And the way that you see that is by targeting volume levels. Because if we're going to this, what is this? 454, 1454, right here. It's actually 1455 because of how it's messed up. I was targeting right below here because if we see this over here, I was targeting right at these highs because I was like, we're seeing this taper off. If it goes up to this, it definitely won't push through. So I was being a little bit safe. And look, we saw it come up to here, and then it never even hit that. It came back down and continued this range that it was hitting. Because, again, volume levels aren't everything. You also have to be looking here on the side at your volume profile. And you see this, it's a nice taper off where we see numbers in the double digits, which is really what you want to see for an end of auction. And then when it hit over here, I was actually expecting this to go further up, but we saw the 62. That was telling you something. But yeah, I mean, eventually it did go hit that, but it took a while and it went down first. But yeah, if you enter at volume levels, you'll find it real easy to get top ticks and bottom ticks. Like I entered, get rid of that. I entered as price came in here because I thought it was doubtful it was going to come down to here because of over here again. You're looking at a low volume node. If it comes down past like this little bump right here, odds of it going down all the way are strong. So I want to take a bet with my stop being right here, and luckily it did go up. Yeah, or no, that's where I was targeting. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes more sense. I don't know how the fuck I just rationalized that in my mind. I was getting that confused with another one. I want to see, I made one trade where it was really in the positive for about, I got about 5 pips. Where was that trade though? That one pissed me off, I can't lie. That's an entry to stop. Long entry at that. Oh yeah, this shit. I entered here, price came down here, and I didn't take profit for some reason, and then it came up and stopped me out here, because I was that confident in a downtrend at the time. Again, just more reason why you should wait for ranges and trends to establish, because looking here on the 5-minute, this is really not much. We haven't even seen a retracement back up yet. This was still in this black candle that was forming, so I shouldn't have been taking shorts off of that with the expectation. I should only have been waiting for price to come down here to volume levels and then taking longs from there. So that's the issue with that. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try probably to start setting my stop losses past volume levels, very specifically, instead of having like a standardized like 6 or 8. Because if you look here, where did my, oh, here it is. Here, yeah, I would be losing like 6, 6, 7 normally. Just 6, 7, 6, 7. Just because that's like how I standardize it normally. And then you see here are like a few things where I was like, took profit at break even. Overall, it wasn't a bad day. There's a lot of stuff that I did that was bad, like technically, but not actually bad with the edge, which is good. That's what you want to be seeing. As long as the edge is staying strong, that's really all you need. And then you just need to be able to, what's the word? Act on that. You just need to be able to, because here, when this is ranging, at this point, imagine price is over here. This is looking like a wide range to me. Like, look at this. Like, sellers couldn't put any momentum down. This is on the 5-minute. Sellers couldn't bring shit down. So I'm looking for shit to range around here. See price come back down here, go long. Price would take me out, then come back down immediately. This was also during end of market, so I would expect a lot of volatility here. Now we're about, it's actually 6 p.m. We're about to see candles start forming again, but I'm not going to trade anything in Globex. I have too many dinner plans and midterms. Oh, I have a midterm tomorrow. That's so brutal. Man, I forgot about that. Oh well, though, I'll do that, and then I'll I'll still trade tomorrow because I'm a baller like that. But yeah, that's about it for these trades. Little trade recap again. Main takeaways from today are just here, I'll write them out. Wait for the trading. Oh my god. Wait for the trading mode to establish before entering any trades. So the way that you see that would be like, okay, I'm not going to say that this is ranging until I see a firm pullback on this, and then it comes back down here. Again, it doesn't push through. All right, this is ranging. So then I'm going to be shorting it when we get here, and then longing when we get here. And then when we push up out of here, I mean, maybe I would have taken profit here and then tried shorting again. But again, that's already 2 trades that I would have made positive, and then 1. Because here's the thing. When you're trading on a mode, it will range as many times as it can, and then it will break once. So that if you can capitalize on those ranges, you can get the top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, and then you lose 1 trade at the end when you get invalidated. Same thing with the trend. You only lose when your mode breaks structure. So the earlier you can get into the mode, the better. As always, like the earlier that you capitalize on market information, the higher risk to reward you're going to be able to get. But at the same time, you don't want to go too early before it's even been established. And that's what we're looking for. We're always looking for support levels that might indicate a range. Like here, often you're looking at things on the 1-hour time frame. If you see support being made, then we have a 1-hour support here. That's out of market, so it doesn't really matter. Again, here, price came up here, mark this out. So we're expecting a range around here, which happened. Now, we had a lot of, we were talking yesterday about all the support that's right here. And the fact that we pushed through that so strongly, I would probably expect maybe a bit of downwards momentum in the Globex, like basically right now and for like the next few hours. And then I would probably expect a climb. That would also keep in format with how this uptrend has been going with these downwards movements in the night. This one actually went up, but this again, downwards movement in the night followed by a quick up. We are coming into this huge support area here though, where a lot of trade has happened. I would probably expect volatility to increase back up. We also just swept lows on VIX, so and yeah, volatility comes in waves. We're now at a low, so I would expect maybe the next few days for it to go back high, and that would coincide with this huge support level where there's a lot of volume happening. But yeah, I mean, that's about it. I'll probably be sticking mostly to the 5-minute, 1-minute charts tomorrow as I trade, keeping in mind that all of the area that we're in, if price doesn't come down too much, will be high volatility. So I'll be setting my stop losses a bit more and my take profits also a bit more. And yeah, that's about it for the video. I'll come in with another recap tomorrow. But yeah, see you then. Deuces.